It's another beautiful day to be a Raider, draped in the silver and black. I represent the shield, I represent the swords. It's that time of night again, Raider Nation, and you've come back. Why? Because it's time. It's time to bring them.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line, this is Raider Reaction, featuring the Raider Nation Report, with yours truly, the Commish. So, let's get things started, because the first order of business, always on the Raider Nation Report, is let's bury what happened last week. We got to go through every play. Let's break this piece of garbage down, and let's put it to rest. And here we come to the first play of the freaking game. First play of the game.
And he is marked out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
I mean, come on.
West in the backfield. West with the ball.
First play of the game, and then they come out on the ground.
Inside the 20-yard line. They're looking to jump out front here. West.
And come out gashing us.
Inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from about the 6-yard line. Lars Allen in the backfield and straight ahead inside the 5 to about the 2. To the field and Allen in the backfield. Going around the left side.
And he gets to the pylon. Lovely.
It is a touchdown.
Great first drive, huh, Raider Nation? We give up a bomb on the first play and then just get straight gashed on the ground. Beautiful drive. Beautiful start. That's exactly the way you want to see the first drive of the game.
What a great effort. Converted extra points.
Did not
Make it 173 of
look good. Had us shaking our heads right out of the gate.
Such a moment indeed. Cordero Patterson. At the goal line.
Patterson gets a chance to return it
Great speed.
and shows a little bit of why
Crosses the 30.
we want him to be our return man. Share it up, Raider Nation. Share it up. The rest of us need to cleanse ourselves of this game.
Pass is complete.
Crab was a bright spot. EJ was too. They got EJ in the rhythm early.
Lynch with the handoff in his first carry of the day. Sidesteps a tackle and out across the 40 and close to a first down at the 42-yard line. Did reach the
And I seen a better
first down
beast
near
mode.
their own 42.
Not a stellar beast mode, but a better beast mode.
Little flip. That's complete. Out across the 40.
And then this.
Football
Oh!
picked up by the Ravens.
I want a refund on Jared Cook.
Smith down the side.
That dude has done nothing but drop balls, miss catches since he came. Look at this. Come on, man. You can't just spot NFL teams 14 points. You just can't do that. And you've got to have a better hold on the ball than that. You just have to. You can't. You guys are going to hit the ball like that every single time you're touching it. You've got to hug that thing a little tighter, man. You can't be putting it on the ground that easy. What's up, Assassin Angel Eye, Silver Sunshine, all the rest of my band of pirates? Thank you for joining me tonight. A little beast mode there. We got some flashes of the beast mode that we're used to seeing. We did get some flashes finally. of the beast mode that we're used to seeing. And a little more Richard. I've been calling for it, that I need to see more Richard in Washington. We did see a little more Richard this game, so that was a positive.
We gotta pick this up. This is Lynch. And Lynch with some running room crosses midfield and into Baltimore territory. And Richard has the handoff. And not much there as he is
more Richard.
45-yard line. You know, Manuel, quick pass to the 40. And that's complete just inside the 40 to Jared Cook, the tight end.
Cook, he made that catch and then almost thought I'd forgive him for a second until later when he drops another one.
Picks his way through, still on his feet. Inside the 35 to the 34. Richard once again. Trying to push his way inside the 30, and he does, and that looks like that'll be enough.
That's a first down.
Oakland first down. Manuel to throw this side of the field. That's complete.
Crabtree. What a breath of fresh air having Crab back was. I mean, everyone wants to call Coop the number one, but Crabtree is our number one. I'm sorry. He just is. I'd like Coop to be the number one, but he's not playing like one.
Second and 12. Manuel to throw.
Richard's a baller. That's what I've been saying, Shane. We have to have him out there. He needs to get more touches. He is a baller. They were trying to get Coop a look. It's not delivery. It's DiGiorgio for the field goal, baby. They're on the board.
He will not get a chance to return this one. This one sails out of the end zone completely. Let's go. Got to find different ways to chip him and double team him with tight ends. But
here we go. Back on defense, down 14-3. And getting gassed right away again.
Well, and that's the important thing as an offense as they go to a hurry up here is you got to get into a rhythm. This is Collins. Collins breaking free.
Gassed again.
And banged out of bounds close to the 40-yard line. I think you said it, Trent. If you keep fumbling, no matter how good a runner you are, you won't see much playing time.
There we go. We got a nice little penetration there.
And he's a good receiver from the backfield as he splits out on this one. Second and 11. Flacco over the middle. Diving catch is made.
In the middle of four guys. Four guys. In the middle of four guys.
Right through the screen, goes nowhere. Allen had nowhere to go. Collins to the near side, cuts it back, finds running room inside the 30 to about the 27.
Well, unfortunately, Olawale left the game with a concussion in this game, Glenn. So he's still kind of day-to-day a little bit right now. Him and Marquel Lee were probably our two biggest injuries coming out of the game.
His back's feeling better. I think that play cleared it up. Here's Allen. Allen ducks inside the 20 to above side. Flacco in the backfield. Allen with the handoff. Here's a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Pitch for Allen.
This is a big play right here.
Inside the 15. To a first down at about the 11.5-yard line for the first down from the 11.
And they get it. That was a stop that we needed.
Complete. Nick Clark, tight end. Second and 1.
Somewhere along here, you just needed to get momentum back.
Throwing, incomplete at the goal line. Intended for Boyle. Allen trying to find the end zone, or at least enough for a first down, and he is stopped at the goal line. And his drive.
Share it up, Raider Nation. Share it up.
Second effort.
We're going to go through this game, and then we're going to touch on every bit of news. Injuries, DC's return, all this drama with D-Pen and the fans pissing in the stands, all kinds of fun stuff. The Raider Nation Report on a Tuesday.
Well, Baltimore is several plays in a row now, going right behind Ronnie Stanley and James Hurst.
And again,
for the extra point.
21-3. Barely even into the second period.
It is perfect.
Not a good showing. Not a good showing. Because we have to see what went wrong. We go through every game. We go through every game. We're not just going to pick and choose the good and the bad. We only relive the good. You have to learn from your mistakes. We have to see what went wrong. Because all everybody remembers is they get pissed off when they're watching the game, and then everybody half forgets what even happened. So we go through it on Tuesday at the beginning of the Raider Nation Report. We digest it, we break it down, we bury it, and then we move on. Because there were positives. There's positives that come out of every game. And you got to see what's going wrong. I mean, who's the guys that are making the mistakes? I mean, there's positive runs. You see Jalen Richard. And then you got stuff like that. That's positives. That's touchdown Raiders. That's positives. This was a nice play. I mean, not every single play of this entire game was hot garbage. When you start out and stick yourself in a hole 21-3 against any NFL team, it's a hard hole to dig yourself out of. I don't care who you are. But that right there, E.J. Manuel, under pressure in the pocket, rolls out, creates time, and hits Michael Crabtree deep. Beautiful play. And we're back in it. Kind of give ourselves a chance there. Now, at some point, you got to get momentum switched. And that seemed to be, until later in the game, we just couldn't seem to do. And plus, we only do the condensed version. It takes about 30 minutes to roll through this. You get the whole game. And this right here, how does that even happen? You've got your safety and your corner and one guy, and neither one of you even touched the freaking ball? Like, seriously. That can't happen. One of you has to get a hand on the ball.
Offside, number 52 defense in the neutral zone prior to the snap. Half the distance to the goal. Third down. Third and goal. Flacco over the middle, incomplete.
Big stop right there. That was a big stop. The defense started to get some stops. It's just 21-3 is a gigantic hole. You can't spot any NFL team 21-3. You just can't. Barely even into the second quarter. You can't do that. That's a tall order for anybody, especially a guy who hadn't started all season. Like I said, we've seen a better beast mode. It wasn't a stellar beast mode, but we've seen a better beast mode this week.
10-yard penalty remains first down.
It's all right, Corey/Courtney. I completely understand.
It's hard as he works his way out to about the 25-yard line. Shard with the football.
But, you know, if they quit losing, we wouldn't have to sit through these.
Just that passing down for E.J. Manuel. Blitz, and he's hit hard and goes down inside.
Again, what I'm going to touch on it more after we go through this, but our offensive line is just not playing up to snuff and the way we should be. I thought Lynch played better too, Eddie. He played better. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a stellar. The play calling is horrible, Corey/Courtney. I can't lie. The play calling has not been good. I agree with you. I hadn't been the personnel decisions, not having Richard involved enough the previous games, I thought was a mistake. I like to see him involved more like he was this game.
Penalty markers fly, and this looks like this will go against the Ravens. Well,
There was a false start on the offense prior to the snap. Baltimore has taken a timeout in order to avoid a 10-second runoff. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. We will reset the game clock to 50 seconds. 5-0 on the game clock, please.
First and 15, 2 timeouts remain, and Flacco to throw. Over the middle, it is incomplete.
Oh, again, we almost get gashed.
Second and 15, 46 seconds to play. On the quick slant, incomplete.
Nice D there.
Flacco over the middle, complete. Inside the 45 is Michael Campanaro.
Scoring a lot of those opportunities at the end of the half.
Oh, we all missed Reese. Oh, good
That
lord.
was pretty amazing.
What a great fullback that guy was, man. And a true Raider to the core. True Raider to the core, too.
He gets about one of them. Olawale. Left side.
Olawale did lead this game with a concussion. He's still in protocol.
And you're maintaining long drives, and you're getting field goals, but you're also getting point production from your defense as well. That'll result in a touchback. We'll start at the 25, and we'll go. So here are the Raiders with the ball from the 25. Emmanuel to throw, and intended for Seth Roberts. And
That play just didn't have a prayer out of the gate.
Lynch. And that Baltimore defense converges in a hurry. It's every time he touches the ball, you have to find a way to get it in his hands. Emmanuel on the move now, and he's going to throw it away.
That was very disappointing. The coming out of the half, you had all the time in the world to make adjustment,
Out of bounds
and
the 40.
you come out after the half, and that's what you got.
In the backfield.
Because that was big, man. You're down 2 touchdowns. You get the chance to have the ball after the half. You need to come out with some fire. And that was sad. That was a sad opening series of the half, and you knew it wasn't probably going to be good after that.
Quick pass by Flacco out to the far side. And that is going to lose yardage. Jeremy Mack.
No halftime adjustments were made. They just didn't seem like they were made. I mean, how do you come out and look that bad on offense coming out of the half when you had some spark?
He realizes Joe Flacco has to gain his confidence. It's certainly trickle down throughout the rest of the team. Marshawn Lynch behind E.J.
Luckily, they get the stop, so here you go again. You got a chance to cut into this lead.
And across the 30 to about the 31-yard line. Like people were so accustomed to in Seattle.
We see your comments, Popeye. We're just ignoring you.
And not much for Marshawn Lynch there. E.J. Manuel under pressure.
Again, pin on his back.
Campanaro is deep for the kick upcoming from Marquette King. And he booms this one out of there. Chasing him all the way back to the 15-yard line.
We got a hell of a punter, though, Raider Nation.
Escapes
As long as he shuts his mouth, we got a hell of a punter.
at about the 24-yard line. Can I just say that many stories were exaggerated and lies were told? But Flacco, incomplete. Kind of a dangerous pass. They need to go luxury.
Anytime, Popeye. Anytime.
Flacco over the middle, complete.
Penn was getting pushed around, man. I ain't gonna lie. Penn ain't had a good couple weeks here, especially with all this other BS going on. But we'll get into that in a minute.
And Jalen Richard at the 28. His dancing gets him up to about the 35. Hard in the backfield, along with E.J. Manuel, and Manuel to throw. Down the sideline.
E.J.
3, incomplete.
A little long, little long.
So
Here we are. We just
don't get me wrong on that.
now we've weathered the storm, the 21-3. We've weathered it, and now we're getting chances, but we can't move the freaking ball.
Move now. They're going to come back this way. Still looking, throwing. There's Amari Cooper.
Nope, Seth Roberts.
Excuse me, Seth Roberts.
Big play right there.
That's a 25-yard pickup.
Baltimore is challenging the ruling on the field of the spot where the runner stepped out of bounds. We'll review the play.
So the Raiders,
And of course he did step out. We've seen it. He didn't get quite as far down. There's
green in between the shoe and the white line.
right there. He did
Right
step
there,
out.
it's like, I don't see any green at all. No. He appears to be out of bounds. At that
Oh
point,
yeah, he's out. And there. And there.
Is the great
After
space for
reviewing the
EJ
play,
Manuel.
the ruling on the field has been changed as the runner stepped out of bounds at the 38-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 from that spot. Baltimore is not charged a timeout. With
Seth Roberts is money, man. Seth Roberts usually gets a touchdown. We're undefeated. We don't lose when Seth Roberts scores touchdowns.
Short of the 30-yard line. But that was a smart decision on Manuel.
Oh, it's still a great catch and run. Absolutely.
2nd and 5, Manuel throwing this way, and that is caught by
Crabtree.
Crabtree.
It's nice to have some sure hands out there.
Before Crabtree even turned around. Manuel throwing up the middle. Incomplete, intended for Cook.
Cook. Again. Mr. Dropsy. Give me a refund on him. Send him back to freaking Green Bay on a damn bus. I don't even want to spring for the plane ticket. It could be a bus.
Manuel looks to this side of the field, and that's Crabtree again. Ducking inside the 15-yard line, and enough, it appears, for a first down. 5 catches, 77 yards. Manuel lobbing, wide open in the end.
Wide open.
Foul.
And we overthrow him. Wide open.
Lynch. EJ Manuel looking, slips down, picks himself up on the move, and is gonna
Nice
run.
play. This was a nice play right here by EJ.
Reaching.
This was a nice play. This started to make me think like
And Lynch gets the touchdown.
we had a chance here. And then Beast Mode gets in there. The quick snap gets Beast Mode in there. And now we're thinking we got a chance here, Raider Nation. We've shut him down. It was 21-3 at one point. We've weathered the storm. We've battled back. We've got it to within a touchdown.
That one hits the crossbar for a touchback.
And now's when we should have been able to do something and take this game over and win this game.
We get a penalty marker thrown from the secondary.
The escalation of the play clock is a charge timeout.
But, you know, I don't think I need to spoil it for any of y'all. That's not what happens.
Let's go to James.
So here's where the fall apart will start to begin
Flacco. Over the
completely.
middle. Complete to Allen. And Allen across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard pickup. Flacco throws it this way. That's Allen out of the backfield, and he's bumped out of bounds just across the 30. He'll lose a couple of yards on the play.
Now here's 3rd and 3. This is a huge play.
Flacco over the middle. Diving catch is made at the 45-yard line by Brashad.
You gotta get that frickin' stop.
Collins.
You gotta get that stop.
Yards to the 47, and Khalil Mack was there to make the stop. Keep an eye out for him. Play fake. Flacco over the middle, incomplete. Benjamin Watson.
So close. Almost a pick. It's just kind of how our season's going right now.
Deep drop for Flacco. Throwing, and it's complete.
And he's wide open. Again. Another 3rd down. You gotta make that freaking stop, man. It's 3rd and 8.
To allow a receiver to go from one sideline, one slot, all the way to the other.
All the way across the field he got to get open, man. You gotta make that stop.
Flacco gives to Allen, and Allen with running room got ahead of speed.
That was 2 huge 3rd down conversions on this drive.
From the 10. Allen to just goal. Allen to about the 3. Flacco throwing over the middle, incomplete.
And there's your only saving grace. The defense holds
10-point lead.
and still manages to save it a little bit.
Is perfect.
So now it's 10.
The defense is doing
Now
it.
it's
What
10.
The offense is doing it.
You've allowed him to get that. You've allowed him to get a 2-score lead again in the 4th quarter.
Won't get a chance to return this one, so we'll come out to the 25-yard line. Defense is doing. They bring the inside linebackers.
Now get ready. Here comes the big controversy, guys.
Gonna get over.
It's coming soon. Of course, again, our offensive lineman getting pushed around again.
That pass is complete, and out just across the 25 is Amari Cooper.
Nice pass. Finally a Coop sighting. It's like seeing a freaking Sasquatch.
40-yard line, but enough for a first down to Seth Roberts. Hey, that allows you
Here you are, you're 1st and 10. You're starting to get some movement, man. You're starting to establish a little, getting a little going now.
As an offense that has a quarterback.
Your midfield, 2nd and 1.
Lynch on 2nd and 1. And
Lynch starting to impose will a little bit. You're starting to see a little beast mode action going on.
This is Richard.
Richard trying to get that change of pace back there. Got a yard or two. 2nd and 8.
Manuel throwing this way. Crabtree with the diving catch. And he's down at the 45.
45-yard line on the opponents. Now look at the clock.
3rd downs. Manuel throwing. Incomplete inside the 35-yard line to Jared Cook.
Now not only Cook frickin' drops it, which he should have caught the damn thing. The ball was catchable. But how do you not go for it? There's 9 minutes left. You're down 2 scores.
Back to work with Collins along
There's 9 minutes left in the game. You're down 2 scores.
for about
The ball's in the 45. How do you not go for it right there?
on 2nd and 8. Play fake this time and the throw on the
And now right here, after this drive starts to ensue, you can see the coaches on the sidelines looking themselves. Their faces are starting to get long, and they know they just absolutely screwed the game as the clock continues to tick away. As this drive,
by kicking it into the end zone.
we just didn't have the heart
Much there.
to stop it, to what was happening to us.
High snap handled by Flacco. Gives it
We just started getting gashed and gashed and gashed and gashed, and God damn it, I can't even watch any more of this garbage. I'm changing cameras. Bear with me. I've had enough. Man can only tolerate so much. And I've hit my limit of crappy football for tonight. But it is important that we learn from our mistakes. Pardon me, get cameras adjusted here. So switch from one to the other. And we'll commence with the rest of our Raider Nation report.
About the 30.
So, we know how it ends, so I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's not like you don't remember what happened. It's all marked in our brains. We all lived through it. We all lived through it. It was a bad game all the way around. Beast mode was better. EJ looked okay. It was a breath of fresh air to have Crab back after missing him for a week. Amari Cooper still missing. Jared Cook has not gotten any better. So, it was not a great game, but there were positives that we can take out of it. And that's part of the reason I wanted to show that. We were down 21-3. We battled back to a point in the game that we had several drives that we could have got back in the game if that drive would have went the way it would have. If we would have came out in the second half in the opening drive and done something. The 2 drives that we stopped them in the third, we needed to do something with that. We just didn't. But there was a point in the game when we clawed back in it. It's kind of why I wanted to show it, because I'm the same way. But once we were in a 21-3 hole, I'm pissed. And I've lost all sight of anything positive that could possibly happen or come out of that game. And that's why we need to look at it again and see what happened to understand what happened. So we've looked at it. We've dug through it. At the end of the show, we're going to bury it and be done with it for good. And then move on and touch on the Chargers game. Absolutely should have went for it, Ricky. 150% we should have went for it. You're down 2 scores with 9 minutes left. How can you not? How can you not? How can you not go for it? You've got to stop them and expect to get the ball back twice and score. What the? Regardless of all that, let's look at some positives. Number 1, big story. DC is going to be back. Divisional game against the Chokers. He's going to be back under center. So the man is back. The prodigal son returns. As Derek Carr, DC4, comes back under center. Now hopefully he can bring us out of the funk, out of this 3-game skid, as I think it will bring a nice injection of some consistency back there. So, I second that, Popeye. But it ain't all sunshine and rainbows just because we're sticking DC back there. Let's remember, we lost 2 games with him under center before he left. The game before he left and the game he left in. We lost both of those. And he was the quarterback in those games. So, just putting DC back in there does not fix everything. Because EJ did not play a bad game. EJ Manuel did not drop the ball and hand them a touchdown. EJ Manuel did not give up a bomb on the first play of the damn game. EJ Manuel did not get gashed repeatedly, not able to get off the field on 3rd down. That wasn't EJ Manuel's fault. EJ actually played a pretty fair game and gave us a chance to get back in it. Like I said, there was a point in the 3rd where we were 1 score away from coming back in a game that we spotted a 21-3 lead. That's not bad. No, our O-line is not doing its job. And I'm going to touch on that next. But DC is coming back. So, we're getting our quarterback back. No halftime adjustments at all, Michael. We come out and go 3 and out and look, Marshawn stumbles over himself. We get pressure all over our quarterback. Yeah, exactly. What halftime adjustments? When you come out and go 3 and out and look like you were just starting the game, bumbling. Our offensive line, the offensive line, Gabe Jackson signed a 5-year extension worth $56 million. He's now with us through 2022. Through 5 games, he has a Pro Football Focus grade of 40.8 out of 100. That ranks him among the worst in football at his position. He's number 58 out of 74 qualifying offensive guards at that position through 5 weeks. That's pathetic. He's a hole in our line right now. And he just got paid. So we got Donald Penn getting cockroached out there and put on his back. Numerous times. At no point should our left tackle be getting dirt on his jersey and uniform. At no point. So I don't know what happened. These guys all got paid, and now, what, you left your heart at home? What happened? Did the hunger leave with the cheddar? Because if we don't look like the same offensive line, we're not pushing people around. We were the best pass blocking offensive line in the league, bar none last year. Nobody touched our quarterbacks. What the hell is going on up there? That needs to get fixed first. Gabe Jackson needs to step it up. Donald Penn needs to step it up. Hudson seems to be holding it down fairly solid in the middle. But the guys around him are not doing well. I can't say I agree with you 100% on that, Lane. Because 2 years ago, Donald Penn was set on the curb like a bag of trash because he was giving up. He was not a top flight left tackle in Tampa Bay anymore. And they were done with him. So, he had a resurgence and became a top flight left tackle last year, which is why he wanted to hold out and get more money. But before that, he was on a decline there for a couple years, and Tampa Bay was done with him. And they set him out on the curb to be recycled. We picked him up and gave him a chance. So, he was consistent before, but he had been on a downturn before he came back and got his resurgence with Oakland. So, yes, he had a really, really great year last year, but the year or two before, not so great. Not so great. Not so great. Now, a little touch on a little injury news. Olawale, dealing with concussion protocol. Still waiting on 100% positive news on what Marquell Lee extent of his injury is with his right ankle. So hopefully I'll have some more for that tomorrow for you on that front. I was trying to find some news on that, but I didn't really find anything conclusive, and I hate to give you wishy-washy news. So until I have something concrete on that one, I'll have to I'll try to have you clued in for that tomorrow before goes to the post, though, because I would like to touch on that. Would like to touch on that. All right. Speaking of, let's touch on corners. D-backs. It's a concern. We're getting gashed. We got gashed again this game. Gave up the bomb right off the bat in the first play. Gave up the big bomb with, you got Sean Smith and Reggie Nelson both draped on the guy. Neither one of you freaking touched it. Garyon Connolly is going to remain sidelined indefinitely. The lingering shin injuries are still causing him pain. They don't know when he's going to be back. It is just something that is lingering along, and our number one. He hurts your feelings, Popeye. How do you hurt your feelings? Just because he can't get on the frickin' field? It's hurting my feelings too, but it's hurting my feelings. So I went out and bought his hat, and I don't even want to wear it because he don't get it on the field. But out indefinitely. No timeline for the return of Connolly. No timeline. Amerson's injury, I don't think Amerson's injury is going to be that big. I think he'll be fine. He'll be back this week, but we'll see. His, hold on, is there any update on Amerson? I didn't look for his Amerson injury. Let's take a look. See if there's any quick update on Amerson. I don't see any update yet. I'll try to have that for you tomorrow as well. But Connolly's out indefinitely. It's not good. So, with Connolly being out, that puts us light at the cornerback position. So, we go out and we sign a quarterback. Demetrius McCray, a retread from the Jags. He's a fourth-year corner, former 7th-round pick at Appalachian State. He did appear in 46 games for the Jags between 2013 2015. He started 16. That's about all I got for you. He's a body. He's a warm body with a beating heart that needed a job. So, that's it. Hey man. You never know. Some of these reclamation projects turn out to be something because this is a kid that's hungry and he knows this is his last damn chance. So, some of these last stop guys, let's remember, the Raiders have made Hall of Famers as some last stop guys. Amerson also was going through concussion protocol. Olawale too. So, but I didn't have any update on him. I want to get a solid update on him. And we should have full injury reports on everybody tomorrow. So we'll be able to I'll be able to update you guys on all the Raider injury news tomorrow during Ghost to the Post with Prime. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. How many picks did he have? Hold on, let me see if I can pull this. Let me see if I can pull this guy's stat line up here. Just a second. Bear with me. Let me see. Let me see what we can get here on this gentleman. Let's see. He has a total of 86 tackles, 6 pass deflections, no forced fumbles, and Ryan hit it on the head. No picks. So don't be expecting him to be a ball hawk. So don't expect him to be a ball hawk. Oh no, come on now, Shane. Now you're just talking crazy. That dude's done. He's had his brain rattled so many times. That's probably why he thinks he wants to come back. Yeah, I don't think he's not going to be anything special, Ryan. He's not going to be thinking that comes in and saves the day. So he's not going to be anything special at all. All right, let's talk about the 2 biggest garbage stories in the Raider world, and let's get them the hell out of the way. Number 1, what's up with the guy pissing in the front row at in the black hole, man? You're standing right next to Gorilla. You splashing it all over the gorilla suit. It looked like there's a security guard cop standing right there too. I mean, man, I've been a little tipsy before, maybe even a lot tipsy before, but not tipsy enough to hang it out in the front row of an NFL stadium. My man. That's going to put you on the sex offender registry before you're all said and done. Congratulations. You can't flash your junk in public and not cop a charge for that, bro. Yeah, no. No. Yes. So, that's disgraceful and embarrassing for all of us. All of us in Raider Nation. I mean, come on, man. That's a freaking couth. I haven't heard that they've caught this guy, but I mean, his face is clear as day, so it's not like he's going to get away. And you can track down who the season ticket holder was, so I'm sure they're working on that. I'm sure that gentleman will not be allowed back in the Coliseum anytime soon. So, I'm sure he's gone. So you had that garbage story. And then the other one. Christ, it even made it onto ESPN. So it was all over all the groups. We've all freaking seen it. The kid who came after Donald Penn the guy in the Twitter battle with Donald Penn. They showed up at the Coliseum because supposedly Penn called him a bitch, and so then he wanted to come step. Listen, man. I've been on this rock for a couple days. Over 40 years worth of them. So I've been around the rock a couple times. In my experience, my humble experience, I have found in those 40 plus years of life experience that if a man really wants a fight, it ain't that hard to find. Anywhere in this video did I see anyone that really wanted to fight. I seen people that really wanted to get somebody on video. That's what I seen. Because if you really want to fight somebody, you're not going to go where they're in the middle of a public place with security and everything else out there. And no. I'll wait for you outside your house. I'll find you alone coming out of the, we'll handle this. I don't need cameras around. So, in my experience, if you really want to fight, it's not that hard to find. And if you wanted one, it's not exactly the place you would go to find one. Now, did they go there to make Donald Penn lose face and make him look bad in some sort of way and catch it all on camera? Abso-freaking-100% they did. Abso-freaking-lutely. Because if you was bout it, When the man opened his door and stepped out around in the front of the car, there wouldn't have been no freaking security guard in the world that would have stopped your ass from being on him like a freaking spider monkey if you were bout it. But you weren't bout it. Because as soon as he turned the car, your ass ducked back behind the security guard and behind the gate and just wanted to keep the video rolling. That's what happened. So, all the other garbage, I don't care what he said to you. There's a big freaking difference between being in a bar and walking by somebody and someone gives you the shoulder check and calls you a bitch. Now, in that instance, we're throwing down right freaking there. That's a different story. Now, if you're going to go pick a fight with everybody on social media that calls you a bitch, man, there ain't enough days in the freaking year for me to go after everybody on social media that's called me a bitch. Seriously? That whole thing was such juvenile, freaking world star kind of crap that was just total garbage. Total garbage. That shouldn't even be associated. And the guy was leaving his place of employment. Seriously? He called you a name, so that justified it. Somebody called you a name on the computer, so that justified it. You're a soft, sad little man if that's enough to get you that riled up. Do you realize you just accosted and harassed one of the employees, the main employees of the Oakland Raiders, on their property? You think they're going to welcome your ass back with open arms? Seriously? Seriously. No, Penn should have stayed his ass in his car. He should have never got out. He should have never stooped to the level to have anything to do with it. He should have never engaged in the Twitter battle with the guy. But you know what? I don't know why fans think they have the right to say things to some of these athletes. I mean, I have a forum right here. If I want to come on here and say, Jared Cook, I think we overpaid for you. I would like to see your ass sent back to the Green Bay Packers. I have every right to say that. But I'm not going to go on his messages and berate him and attack him personally. Why the hell would I do that? And what benefit is that going to do anybody? That's some 13-year-old, junior high, middle school ass bullshit. And you drug it to the guy's place of employment. Yeah, he should have stayed in the car. But that was low class from the step one of the entire interaction. Who are you? It's okay to critique what they do on the field. You start bringing it into the personal life, you cross the line. What? Jesus. Freaking people. I swear to God. I'm amazed by the stupidity in this world. I swear, about daily anymore. All right. Week 5, we touched on it. We dug through it. We sat through it. We cried together. We learned together. We're putting it in the ground. We'll throw the dirt on it. It's buried. We're done with it. Week 5 is buried. We went through it. We sat through it. We cried together. We've digested it. And now we've moved on. You know why? Because we're back in the AFC West. This week, it's divisional time. It's divisional time. That's why. Hey man, we're 0-1 in division. We win this game, we're 1-1. He is back. Carr is playing this weekend, and he is back. DC's back under center. And he's back, baby. He's back. And let's look at our opponents. We got coming in. They finally got off the snide. Got them a win. They're coming in 1-4. But, Raider Nation, let's not look past. Let's not look past the chokers. Phillip Rivers, as much as I hate him, has always that has the capability of dropping 400 yards on you. And he concerns me. Yes, they lost the first 4 games, but let's look at that. You lose the first game 24-21. You lose the second game 19-17. Kansas City beat you up a little bit 24-10, and then you lose 26-24. That's 3 games. 1 you lost by 3, 2 they lost by 2. Phillip Rivers has thrown for 1,365 yards already, 9 touchdowns. Yeah, he's got 5 picks, but he's thrown for 1,395 yards already. They're putting the ball up, and they're throwing it all over the field. And if that does not freaking concern you a little bit, after you just watched our defensive backs last week, and we got to go out and sign retread Jags, this isn't a walk in the park. We need to come out, and we need to get our heads pulled firmly out of our ass. And we need to go out there and play Raider frickin' football this week. It's the NFL. These guys are 1-4. As much as we frickin' hate them, they're out there playing in front of nobody. Nobody's rooting for the chokers. Nobody. And these guys are professionals. So you don't think they have a little pride and they want to come out and they want to prove that they should have fans? Of course they do. These guys are professionals. As much as we hate them in the Raider Nation, these are professional men on the other side of that ball. And they are coming out and they want to whip us. This is a divisional game for them too. So we got to be ready for this game. This isn't an easy walk in the park. There's no games in the AFC West that are ever freaking easy. And we got this one in Kansas City. This is right the ship time. Right freaking now. Back-to-back home games. Both divisional. This is the time. Right freaking now. We win these games, we come out 4-3, and we're 2-1 in division. Everything's fine. DeAndre Washington's a little banged up. Trying to get updates on it. We should have full injury report tomorrow, so I'll be able to give you guys a full update. Probably go through the full injury update with NorCal Raider Rick on Thursday on the Thursday Night Football Halftime Show with NorCal Raider Rick and myself during the Raider Nation Ricochet. So this week, Raider Nation, we have a little concern. So, but I think we got it. DC's coming back. I think we're going to right the ship. We've got to right the ship this week. This is almost a must-win for me. It really is. We can't fall 2 games under 500 and go 0-2 in the division. This is a must-win for me. I hope there's some desperation. I hope there's some scrambling in the war rooms. I hope. I can only hope. Now, every single Raider Nation report, every single solo episode of Raider Reaction with the Commish, I end the same way. And I end it with my WTH. And man, there could have been a gazillion freaking topics I could have picked for it. I could have taken a dart and just thrown it at a wall of topics, picked any one of them. Because there's been so many things that made me say what the hell in the last 2 weeks that I can hardly even keep track. I've had to take my socks off and use my toes. But I was able to, thanks to some people today. So, I put a post up because the NFL is discussing the decision they're going to make on the kneeling and how they want to deal with the national anthem going forward. Now, I put the post up there because it is a buzz topic, and I asked Raider Nation when I put the post on the page to please be respectful, keep it clean, but I would like to see what your thoughts are on what the NFL is discussing currently. Now, we're all intelligent, civil human beings. You can come out and state your opinion without being disrespectful, rude, or vulgar to another human being. Everybody in a society should be able to do that. Simple. Everybody list your thought. That's it. Don't attack somebody else's thought. Just list yours. Seems like a simple thing, doesn't it? But no. Seems like a simple thing. Because you must respect everybody's point of view. You have to. That's what an intelligent conversation and discussion is. You make a point, and I listen to it. I make a point, and you listen to it. There's some things in my point you may agree with, and some you may disagree with. But there's probably some of both sides that you agree and disagree with. Because this is not a black and white world. This is a world full of gray areas. Now, in my time on this planet, I have found that there are two things that I don't broach. And I don't talk with anyone. I don't discuss politics. And I don't discuss religion. With anybody. I don't do that in person. So why would I engage in it with people I don't know on social media? Talking about politics and talking about religion with people are only going to become heated, and they are only going to piss both sides off. Because guess what? No matter how great of an argument you put up there, no matter how many memes or stupid pictures or GIFs you put up there, guess what? No matter what you say, or what you post, or how you word it, is going to change the other guy's mind. From either side of the fence. So all you are doing is pissing each other off. Because he's not going to believe the way you believe, and he's not going to believe the way you believe. And all you're going to do is sit there and piss each other off. When you should just respect the fact that we don't believe the same. And that's okay. Because it ain't a black and white world, folks. The world's full of gray areas. There is nothing that's black and white in this world. Not a damn freaking thing. So that every single time I see somebody bring up politics or religion on social media, it just makes me say, and I think probably most of the people on your timeline say the same thing. All in one deep breath. Together now. What the hell? Of course we did. We talked about that yesterday, Craig. That was too good to not talk about. Thank you for joining me. We buried week 5. We're on to week 6. It's still a beautiful day to be a Raider, baby. Win, lose, or tie. I wouldn't rock nothing else but the shield. Win, lose, or tie. I rock nothing but the shield. Because real Raider fans are here till we die. It's a lifetime ticket, baby. You punch it, you get on the train, and you don't get off. This train's still running. 220 miles an hour. It's still running. It's running a little rough, but it's still running, baby. And we're heading to LA. Divisional. Let's get it. I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.